everyone. So for my phonemic awareness activity, I'm doing rhyming. I know, at least in my kindergarten group, that it's a very tough subject for our kids to learn. I don't know about other classes, but I know in our class they're having a tough time with it. So I would explain to the kids in a whole group setting, have everybody come to the rug, say that rhymes are words that sound very similar, but they have different ending sounds. And so I would explain that the end of the word sounds the same, the beginning is different. I'd have them listen to a couple words, I would say it for them, and then I'd have them repeat it after me, after I said it. I'd have them repeat it. So I would say pig, wig, and I'd go through a couple and then I'd ask them, do you hear how they sound really close, really similar? They have a different beginning but the same ending sound, and then that's when I would have them repeat the pairs with me. So I'd say pig and wig, and then they'd say pig, wig, back to me. And then after explaining it to them, I would read this book. It's called Dog on a Frog. And this is the second one. They have another one called Frog on a Log. But I have a beagle baby, and so, as you can tell, I like this one more than the first one. But it's by Kess and Claire Gray and Jim Field. I think Jim Field is the illustrator. But yeah. So I would start off, the whole book rhymes, and so does the first one, so I'll just read the first couple pages to you. Hey dog, get off the frog, said the frog. But I like sitting on frogs, said the dog. Frogs are all squishy and squashy, and when you sit on them, they go quack. You know the rules, said the cat. Cats sit on mats. Frogs sit on logs, and dogs sit on frogs. And then after reading a page or two, I would stop and then explain to them, do you hear how those words sound similar? Cats sit on mats, and I would point to them and say frogs sit on logs, and, go through the book that way and stop every now and then and do the same thing. And then after reading the book, I would have the kids go back to their seats and do rhyming games. They would either work with their group, their table group, or their shoulder partner, depending on how many games I have. Right now I only have 2 games, and I got these off of Teachers Pay Teachers. And so this one, it's sunglasses. I pulled out a couple of them. This is one that I would give to maybe ELL students or kids that are having a little tougher time understanding it. They're shorter words. They don't have any blends in them, and you just say tub and cub. Sorry, it was backwards. I couldn't read it. And then sun and fun, you just find the ones like that. Kids that are having a tougher time, like I said, I'd give these ones to them, and then I would probably give them less to pair together. So just give them a couple. Like this is only 3 pairs right here, and just have them figure those ones out, because I know that can be a little bit tricky for some kids. And then to kids that are having an easier time understanding it, I would give them games like these. These ones have blends in them, so truck and duck. They're a little more difficult, so hair and square, stuff like that. And then they could obviously have more, and I would probably pair them with someone else that's on the same level as them, and then if they finish early, they could walk around and help kids that are having a tougher time with the other ones. And then to close, I would do this little activity booklet. The kids just write their name. It prints out like this. They color everything. Fan rhymes with, and then all these rhyme. And then you're supposed to draw your own if you can think of one. If you can't think of one, that's fine. I know sometimes it can be harder for some of the other kids. But then they just cut it out, and then you can either staple it or have them glue it on the little gray strip that's at the top, and it makes a little booklet that they can read with their little shoulder partners. And that's how I would close it. They color it, do this whole activity sheet. And yeah, then we move on, probably go to specials or lunch or whatever's next. So thanks.